It took 59 chapters to get here, but we finally are at our first match of this tournament. Up, Whitey Nerdigans, this is the one and only Packer Girl 89, and today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Kengan Omega chapter 59. So, last chapter we found out that this is basically a Tenkaichi Budokai style tournament meets dark tournament, and I'm very, very happy for this. I'm down with that. Because that's what this tournament was basically the last time, but without the teams. So very, very happy that that this is what we're going for. And we're going for a battle of the boxers for the first match between Gowling and Carlos, which I'm down for. So let's get to this chapter and see what's in store for us this week. And this chapter is titled The Legend of El Dorado. Gowling Wang Sawat. As a fellow boxers, let's let our fists do the talking. So he is who I thought he is. I'm squaring off against a legend. Woo! 14 years ago, on this day, a new king was crowned. The Don Juan of Acapulco, Carlos Medal, he became the undisputed champion of the middleweight class. Standing just 175 centimeters tall, he accomplished this feat despite being below average height for the middleweight class. Everyone lauded his achievement. This was how the legend of El Dorado began. Immediately after his coronation, he surrendered his belt and announced he was switching to the super middleweight class. He effortlessly dominated the super middleweight class, then went further, light heavyweight, cruiserweight, and finally heavyweight. Damn! You know what? I'm wondering if Takamura could take down this motherfucker. I bet Takamura will... Dude, that really makes me wonder. Do you guys think that Takamura from Hajime no Ippo could go toe-to-toe with El Dorado? I'm really curious about that. Because remember, Takamura is that motherfucker that's like, son, because I'm way too strong. I'm really curious. For those of you that read Hajime no Ippo, I want to know, do you guys think Takamura could stand a chance against El Dorado? Let me know in the comment section. Each time he went up a weight class, he built his body up from scratch. He had become entirely unrecognizable from his middleweight days. Dude, this dude is roiding up. He looks like he roided up, man. At last he defeated one of the heavyweight champions of the 4 major titles, but that was where Medal's onslaught stopped. There was no opponents left to challenge him. Dude, I want to see him go up against Takamura. Oh my god, I need it. Dude, seriously, can we get a crossover? I need this crossover to happen. I want to see this motherfucker go up against Takamura. I need this to happen. Seriously, make it happen. But why? He was too strong. He was too strong, that's why. Oh my god, I need this crossover to happen. Oh my god, I need this crossover to happen. We need a Hajime no Ippo Kengan crossover to happen. Seriously, I need Takamura to go up against this motherfucker. Seriously, make it happen. Oh my god. Seriously, Sandrovich. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Omikama. Sandrovich, please make this crossover happen. I need this. I need this in my life. Oh my god, I need this. I'm begging you, I need this. There are just some things in professional sports that athletes can't do anything about. And athletes that are too strong get treated differently. Oh my god. Seriously, I need Takamura versus Carlos. I need this in my life. Because remember what Takamura says. Because he's just too goddamn strong. And this motherfucker says he's too damn strong. Bring it! Bring it! Even the heavyweight champions of the other titles were against a championship unification. Please. Please, Omikawa. Sandrovich, give me this crossover. Give it to me. There's also the fact that the promoter that was assigned to his gym at the time had an incredibly poor reputation, so Metal just couldn't get the matches he wanted. At one point, there were rumors that he was switching to pro wrestling. Some even said he was joining a Japanese martial arts promotion. And says here, is medal coming last minute entry in the GO1 Grand Prix, but none of these came to be. Medal simply vanished from the public eye. I did hear rumors that Medal had been fighting in an underground martial arts promotion, but I didn't know it was purgatory. So he's so strong that he's lonely. I know someone else like that. Oh god, that does sound like Genzai, huh? Dude, I would love to see this motherfucker go up against Genzai. Then is he on Kuroki's level? Dude, that's a great question. Dude, if Carlos is on Kuroki's level, that is scary. Guess let's see what he's made of. You transferred to boxing after my retirement, didn't you? It's a shame I missed you. He's a living legend. If it hadn't been for his circumstances, he'd have been the first undisputed heavyweight champion in history. He's the only boxer who's ever been ranked above me. I never thought I'd ever have the chance to meet him, but I couldn't ask for more. Dude, this is gonna be so epic. He dominated all 5 weight classes from middleweight to heavyweight. That's the stuff of legend. And he was even the undisputed champion in the middleweight class. But I reckon it's the dark days towards the end of his career that gave him a better reputation than Gowling. It's the power of fantasy. No wonder he's called Eldorado. Holy shit. You guys sure know a lot about him. Just about everyone who practices combat sports knows about him. He's practically a god back in his homeland of Mexico. Oh my god. You gotta wonder if Gonzalez knows about him. Holy shit. Oh my god. If you're a Hajime no Ippo reader, you gotta be geeking out right now. You gotta be geeking the fuck out right now, that's for sure. Can I ask something? I'll admit I don't know much about him, but there's something that bothers me. Is it his weight? That's just it. What do you think? That's something that's bothering me too. What about it? Dude, he looks scrawny. What do you think, Takeda? Well, I don't know much about public sports, but aren't heavyweights around 90 kilograms in just about every sport? Is he really a heavyweight? He looks around 54, no 53 kilograms at best. Well, you gotta wonder. He hasn't been fighting, wonder how long he hasn't been in heavyweight boxing for. And he was supposed to be switching to, martial arts too. And then he switched to purgatory. So, in martial arts and purgatory, being at such a heavy weight is probably not especially martial arts, is probably not a great advantage. So probably that's why he dropped all that weight. So that makes sense. Yeah, he's all skin and bones. Seems like there's not even a drop of sweat in him. Can he really fight like that? What happened? He looks like he's Bentama weight at best. Does he really think he could go toe-to-toe against me while he's so emaciated? No, I have to fight him with all I have, no matter what condition he's in. This is my chance to fight the one boxer I never thought I'd get to. It's a godsend. Okay, then let's begin. And this is the Purgatory referee. Damn, Purgatory referee's fine. Sheena, Elisa. Now I want a clean fight from both of you. If I notice any sign of foul play, I'll stop the match immediately. Am I understood? Got it. Sure thing. The referee has given her final instructions before the match. This is a fight on Purgatory's rules. Can the fighters adapt to them? Good, then let's begin. Metal is a classical fighter type. I need to avoid an infight. So this is, so Gao Lang is 187 centimeters, 91 kilograms, and Carlos is 175 centimeters, 53 kilograms. So, ready? Fight! Oh, here we go. And they're off! Oh, here we go. Here's the punch. Woo! What? His punches just slipped through him. Wait a sec. I'm getting deja vu all over again. He detected his inception of intent and dodged before the attack was thrown. Has he truly reached that level? Your high-speed jabs, the flash, they're even faster than I heard. I didn't even say they're like speed. Woo! I see what Carlos did. See, this is what Carlos is doing. And this is why, again, this is why he dropped that much weight. Because remember, I said Carlos is focused, going into martial arts instead of, because he went from boxing to martial arts. That was the key thing. So he dropped up and being all bulk like that really fucks up your speed. So when he dropped all that weight, well, I said both if you're going into martial arts. So by going into martial arts, like he did, he losing all that weight, he's focusing on his speed. So that's smart. That is pretty goddamn smart. Too bad, faster than light. Woo! I see what he's doing. So he wants to go by doing what he did. And the thing is that he probably kept up his speed. The thing he probably did was he kept up his speed. And I'm going the Dragon Ball logic here. Is remember when Goku and Gohan were training to go beyond Super Saiyan and / Super Saiyan 2 in Gohan's case. And remember what happened with Trunks when he was going beyond Super Saiyan, that he focused on bulking up and didn't think about the speed. And what happened with reason why I'm bringing that up is what Carlos did here. Is what he did was remember all that muscle he gained. What he did was he didn't lose the strength, so to speak. He lost the bulkiness, but as he was training, he still kept the strength, but he focused on this. But in the process of leaning up, like he did, he gained speed, and he focused the muscles, the bulkiness from the muscles on the speed, which is which is smart. Which is goddamn smart, especially since, as it said in the manga earlier in the chapter, Carlos was transitioning from boxing to martial arts. So yeah, he made me look skinny as fuck, and yeah, he probably could use to gain a few pounds, but the fact that he's trying to go faster than light, that makes that is fucking godly. That's godly as shit. I gotta say, Sandrovich, that is a really goddamn smart concept we're going for here. I like it. I really like this. I really like I love what Sandrovich is going for here. This is really goddamn smart. But the thing that I'm very curious about, and I'm hoping Sandrovich is gonna explain it. And usually Sandrovich does a good job of explaining it. Is we need kind of an explanation of Carlos's training. That's the thing I'm very curious about, is how Carlos was able to get that bulkiness from his heavyweight muscles down. Because it said in here in the chapter that every time he went up, weight class, he started, let me read what it said verbatim, because that will drive me nuts. Where was it? Shit. Where was it? That said that. Here it is. Each time he went up a weight class, he built up his body from scratch. So I'm really curious, since he was going down weight and building up his speed, how did he build his body down? That's what I'm curious about, because he was doing it in terms of muscle mass. He building his body down, and in terms of speed, he was building it up. So that's what I'm very, very curious on how he did this. In terms of weight, going up weight class, I understand that. That makes a whole lot of sense. In terms of going down in muscle mass and still keeping and increasing the speed, and decreasing muscle mass, keeping up but keeping the strength and increasing the speed. That's what I'm curious about, unless the strength is gone, unless all that muscle mass was just focused on the speed. If that's the case, unless all that strength was just focused on all that muscle mass just went flat out into speed, then I'm still interested in how the fuck he was able to do that in all in all honesty, Sandrovich, I want an explanation on how this was done. I really do. Because again, the going up the weight classes makes sense. But focusing all that muscle into speed, going from heavyweight to Speedy Gonzalez, I want to know how that was done. Please let me, I want to know if you guys have an idea how that was done. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. If you love what I'm doing and want to help keep this channel alive, there's a few ways you could do that. You could donate to my Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, GoFundMe, purchase something off my Amazon wishlist. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, friend me on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye!